So I'm minding my business on this peaceful Sunday, and I tried to overlook this, but I cannot. So this is Sunday's sermon in preparation for Wednesday's word. Where was everybody when the teacher taught the lesson on how to use certain words in the past tense? Where was everybody? Did they forget to wake up when nap time was over? Come on now, let's talk about the word like. If you want to use it in the present tense, you say, I like it. If you want to use it in the past tense, you say, I liked it. L-I-K-E-D sounds like L-I-K-T. You cannot say, I liked it. Liked it is not a word. The past tense does not have two syllables. It only has one. Now let me tell you what we have never liked and we never will like. The word comfortability. You know that was not on the vocabulary list. You know it wasn't. If you want to express that, simply say, my comfort is important. We must master the small words before we start creating big ones. In Jesus' name. My sinuses are bothering me, so you know I tried to overlook this, but I cannot. And I know I fell asleep on Wednesday's word, so this is Thursday's thesaurus. Where was everybody when the teacher taught the difference between want and won't and did and done? Where was everybody? Did they forget to come back from summer vacation? Come on now, if I see another post with that little man doing the praise dance talking about want he do it, W-A-N-T, no he won't, because I'm going to call him up and tell him not to until we use the right word. It's won't he do it? Yes he will. That's a contraction, W-O-N apostrophe T. Will and not put together. Now let's talk about did and done. You cannot say, I done my homework. That's wrong. You're supposed to say, I did my homework. And if the teacher asks you, where is it? You say, it is done in Jesus' name. So I've been on set for the past few days, and I tried to overlook this, but you know I cannot. And I know I missed Wednesday's word, so this is Thursday's thesaurus. Where was everybody when the teacher taught the difference between though, T-H-O-U-G-H, through, T-H-R-O-U-G-H, and tough, T-O-U-G-H? Where was everybody? We were sitting at our desks with our pencil and paper confused. That's where we were. Come on now, Webster, you could have done better than this. Why do these four letters, O-U-G-H, have to have three different sounds? And we had to remember because Grandma was going to whip us with a switch if we didn't do our homework. So we had to write these words 10 times each, 40 times just to get it. Now, I know we have been saying a lot of words incorrectly, but this one ain't on us. It's on you. In Jesus' name. So this is Monday's motivation in preparation for Wednesday's word. Where was everybody when the teacher taught the difference between went and gone? Where was everybody? Were they still in art class trying to figure out how to color in between the lines? Come on now, you can't just pick a word out of a bag of Reese's Pieces and pop one in your mouth. You actually have to think about it. You cannot say, I have went to the store. That's wrong. You must say, I have gone to the store, or simply, I went to the store. If you want to use the word have, you must use the word gone. Get went out your mind, okay? And what about the difference between past, P-A-S-S-E-D, and past, P-A-S-T? They are homonyms. They sound the same, but they have different meanings. If you went ahead of someone, then you passed them up, P-A-S-S-E-D. If it happened yesterday, it is in the past, P-A-S-T. Now let me tell you what was never in the past, present, or future. The word mouth, M-O-U-F. It is mouth, M-O-U-T-H. Let's use ours to say the right words. So you know I tried to overlook this as long as I can, but I cannot. And I know I missed Wednesday's word, so this is Monday's motivation. Where was everybody when the teacher taught the lesson on silent letters? Where was everybody? Were they silent in timeout? Come on now. I know that it's spelled S-W-O-R-D, but you cannot say sword. It's sword. I need all the preachers everywhere who are talking about the sword in Ephesians 6 to get it right. You're trying to save people, but you're misleading them with the wrong word. Get the W out your mind, okay? Now let's talk about the word salmon. It's salmon. It is not salmon. Do not say salmon. That's wrong, okay? And I'm from Chi-Town. Please don't say it's Chicago, Illinois. That's too much noise. The S is silent. And if you don't know what to do, just pray for a minute and be silent in Jesus' name. Tried to overlook this, but I cannot. So this is Wednesday's word. Where was everybody when the teacher taught the difference between sell, S-E-L-L, sail, S-A-L-E, and sail, S-A-I-L? Where was everybody? Were they in timeout for talking too much? Come on now, you can't say, I want to sail my car, S-A-L-E. They're not going to buy it because you don't know the right word to use. It's I want to sell, S-E-L-L, my car. That's a verb. If it's already on the market, it is on sale, that's a noun, or for sale, S-A-L-E. And the white thing on the boat, that's a sail, another noun, S-A-I-L. When you go get in the boat, you're going to sail, S-A-I-L. That's a verb. Now, just because the letter S is at the end of the word does not make it plural. You cannot say, I'm going to get some license at the DMV. That's wrong, okay? It's a license. Let's use it.
I'm getting ready for bed, and you know I'm minding my business, and I tried to overlook this, but I cannot. So this is Tuesday's text in preparation for Wednesday's word. Where was everybody when the teacher taught the lesson on how to spell the words straight, street, and shrimp? Where was everybody? Were they in the nurse's office getting their hearing checked? Come on now. It's straight, not scrate. There is not a K in sight. And it's street, not screet, okay? And it's shrimp. Look at my lips, shrimp, not scrimp. It's not scrimped. There is no K. What happened? Come on now. I know we can get this right. There is no K in any of these words. Get the K out your mind, okay? In Jesus' name.
So thank you for allowing me the opportunity to share these lessons with love, light, and a little bit of laughter. You know, one of the things that I did very early on with my children, when they were really young and they got their first cell phones, I did not allow them to text me in short language. I did not allow them to text me in new language, and I did not allow them to text me with their gabber that they were communicating with their friends, because my philosophy was, until they learned how to type or and create and produce with excellence a college level paper, essay, or major assignment, then I didn't want to confuse them. So when they were 8 and 9 and 10, I think my oldest was 11 or 12 and my youngest might have been 5, getting their first mobile phones. And, you know, I fought it for as long as I could. But I wanted them to be able to communicate with me and my husband when needed. I did not allow them to use, you know, you are as your, or, you know, all the little LOL. You actually had to say laugh out loud. I encouraged them and actually required them to use capital letters, punctuation, commas, periods, small letters, semicolons when they were appropriate. And to this day, they still do it. So I certainly know that we all enjoy our lingo that we create in our families, in our communities. But I believe in Colossians 3:23, which says, work as if you're working for the Lord and not for men. I want you to be equipped and prepared when you go into an opportunity, when you go into a job interview, when you go into something that you've been waiting for your life, and communication is required. They're going to rely upon you and use your judgment to send out an email, to communicate with a major investor. I want you to be able to communicate with excellence. Go to asklynn.org if you need help with life in general.
It's time to give yourself an instant home-based business and the gift of wealth with no limits. Introducing Lynn Richardson's Diamond Wealth Ambassador Program. The Diamond Wealth Ambassador Program is an instant home-based business that gives you 1 full year of access to all of Lynn Richardson's finance classes, business trainings, and career programs like the Lynn Richardson Speaker Training, Life Coach Certification, Social Media Manager Training, Master Financial Coaches Bootcamp, the Authors Collaboration Circle, where you'll write a book with Lynn, and so much more. That's an instant home-based business plus 1 full year of unlimited access to all of Lynn Richardson's finance classes, business trainings, and life-changing career programs. So give yourself the gift of wealth with no limits with Lynn Richardson's Diamond Wealth Ambassador Program. For more information about Lynn Richardson's online classes, career training programs, business trainings, and webinars, please visit lynnrichardson.com.